Hello neighbor, this is Curt with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at the Sherpa 2.0 bike rack from Kuat and see how it interacts with our 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Now, if you watch this video and you've got some questions about it, or if you've decided to go with this rack and you've got some experiences to share, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. We love to use those to help our other neighbors make the best decisions for themselves. Now, if you've been looking for a nice, lightweight, simple two-bike rack for your Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, I think the Sherpa 2.0 is an excellent option. It is a bike rack that is going to allow up to 40 pounds per bike. However, the important thing about this is that it is an aluminum bike rack and it actually only weighs about 32 pounds itself. So if you're somebody that doesn't like to travel a lot with your bike rack on it all the time, it is very simple to take off and remove if you need to. Now, one of the great things about this as well is it is a wheel mount, so it is going to fit an assortment of different bike styles. However, if you have a bike with fenders, you might consider getting something with a frame mount. There is also an included cable lock and an included hitch pin lock as well. Those would be key to like, so the same set of keys will be able to unlock both. That's going to keep both the bike secure to the rack and the rack secure to your hitch. But given all that, we really want to see how this is interacting, particularly with the Outlander Sport. And just as far as how much distance we have between the bike and the vehicle, this is a rather large bike. It has 15-inch handlebars. And even on a bumpier road, we're really not in any danger of it contacting the back of the vehicle. So we've got plenty of room back here. However, it is going to be, when you have two bikes on here, it is going to be a little bit more difficult to see out of the back. So it is a good idea to know just what kind of footprint this is going to be leaving back here for when you're getting into, parallel parking or backing into a pretty tight space. So from the bumper to the furthest part of the rack, we're at 33.5 inches. So just keep in mind you've almost got an extra 3 feet worth of stuff back here that you got to account for. The other thing we want to take a look at is ground clearance. Now, ground clearance up to the bottom of the rack here comes to about 20.5 inches. You probably got about 21 inches in order to lift your bike up to get it on the rack itself. So that's actually not too bad, especially considering the weight capacity of this. It won't hold a 60-pound e-bike, so you wouldn't have to lift something up that much. It is going to tighten in using this knob. It's really simple. It'll tighten in and it'll tighten it into the hitch to make it a lot, less rattle. So all of these are great features of the rack itself, and it also has a tilt-away feature so that we can get access into our lift gate. There's a little lever here that we're going to pull back on, brace the bike and bring it back, and that is going to give us full lift gate access. So now we can get in and out, change our shoes, grab our helmet, grab a water, anything else we need to do in between rides. We don't have to remove the bike at all to get back here, making it really, really convenient. And in order to get it back into its upright position, we just need to pull it up and have it click in, just like that. And now we're just ready to hit the road again. The cable lock and the hitch pin, like I said, are going to be key to like. So in order to remove the bike, you would just simply need to unlock it, remove our cable lock, which is, by the way, long enough for two bikes. We're able to remove the bike. And in order to do that, we have this one ratcheting strap back here at the wheel. We're just going to pop that and get that up off of there. And then over here, we have this button that we're going to depress, lift the hook up, and clear it from the wheel. Now that we've got all that, we're able to remove our bike, and we'll be able to hit the trail. Now, I had mentioned earlier that it may be an option for you to remove and replace the rack every time you're hitting the road, but it does have a stowaway feature if you don't want to do that, and that's also very, very easy to work. All we need to do for that is this same lever. We're just going to lift up on the rack instead of down, and we'll fold it right up. Now that we have it in this position here, we had 33 inches behind the bumper before. We've just cut that pretty much in half to 16 inches. Now in this position, we are going to get a little bit of obstruction on the license plate You're probably going to have some obstruction here on the rear view camera as well, but other drivers on the road are going to have a really clear view of your taillights. So that's a pretty safe way to go. But overall, I think this is a great option if you're looking for something easy to manage, that's lightweight, and something that's also very secure with those included locks and everything that it comes with. But with that being said, I think this is an excellent choice for your Outlander Sport. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.